Hiya folks, this isn't the TGB video, although you're going to be seeing some TGB parts in it. This is a tinkering video. I'm doing a few things, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, well, as you can probably see here, I've done some powder coating and painting on the TGB parts. I had great trouble finding the seal kits for the pistons. You can normally buy these sort of things. These and the seals inside, I've had great trouble finding the parts for them. So I ended up buying a new caliper. I've had to order it from Germany. A couple of places, people sent me some messages saying that there's places in the UK, but they was out of stock of them. So I ended up paying about £55 or £57 for a new caliper for the front, and the back caliper, which is this one here, which is the replacement one, which I was going to put on, which I found. This was the old red one, which you saw in the previous video, and I've actually powder coated it. I got it stripped out, and I think you'll agree that that's come out absolutely fantastic. Lucky enough, the seals and the rubbers were all good in that, so I'm hoping definitely to be able to use this again, and this should go straight back on the bike. So I've got new pads coming for this as well. And I actually powder coated the bracket as well, so I'm really happy with that, the way that's turned out. But you can't get these parts anywhere. You try typing in TGB R50X caliper seal kits or repair kits or whatever, you can't find any of the rubbers whatsoever. And as I say, for this one, this was the one I took apart on my TGB video. All these rubbers, you can't find these at all. And I've had to go out and buy a new caliper, but there you go. That's just the way things go. Some of the other parts I've been painting, let me show you. The exhaust system, as you can see, I stripped that back in the sandblasting cabinet. This was really crusty, this was, and I think you'll agree it's come up pretty nice, although the chrome's got a few little marks on it, but all in all, that is another fantastic repair job. Heat resistant painting that up to 800 degrees. There's the manifold part as well, so I've got that, and also the main stand spring, which I've painted with the side stand as well. And also the relative nuts and bolts for that as well. So that's all that. And coming through to here is Project Man. He's just picked this up for a service, and it didn't have any drive on it as well. And it was, she said, the woman said you started it up and it weren't working all that well. So he's just giving it a bit of a clean down before he does a service on it. But coming around the other side, one of the things we've noticed, oh, he's taken it out. Where's that air filter?
Up there.
That was the air filter that come out of it. Look at the state of that, look. Absolutely unbelievable. So he'll be sorting that out. So he's filming at the moment. We'll leave him on his own because he's using all my gear again, look.
Hey?
Unbelievable. So I've put some of the old piston in this MC51 fluid. I'll just take these bits out now. Let's just see what they've come out like. They've been in here for 24 hours. I just wanted to clean these bits up for that caliper I've rebuilt. This was the old piston in there, look. That's come up really nice, so I'll give that a clean out. What else have we got in here? I've remembered to put my gloves on today as well, folks. There's the old bleed nipple, which again has come up. That was all rusted. That's nice now. And I've got, also I've got a couple of other little bolts in here. There's the mounting bolts. Look at that, look. Look how clean they've come up in that MC51. You can do the same with vinegar, but MC51 just takes it that little bit further, I think, to be honest with you. Look at that, look. Absolutely spotless. That's it. So this is old MC51 as well. I keep reusing it, but I'm on my last knockings now. So MC51 people, if you are watching, I want another bottle. Right, let me dry all these off and let's see where we are. Right, so I've cleaned all these old parts. Don't forget, these are the old parts that come off of that original caliper. And let's show you what they look like now I've cleaned them up. Well, I think you'd agree, all serviceable items. They've all come up pretty well, down to the anti-squirrel plate on the top of the caliper. That goes into the caliper holder. The pistons come up nice as well. The inside of the piston there, as you can see, has come up pretty nice. So I'm happy with that. All usable. So I'm going to go with this one as well. So one thing I wanted to show you, normally I put a bit of red grease on rubbers and stuff like that. If you watch many car repair videos, for example, when they're doing brakes and stuff, you'll find people who put copper slip grease on the back of brake pads and on the edges and stuff like that. And don't forget, that's been done for years and years. I remember that happening back in the 70s and 80s when I was working on cars. And but now it's a little bit controversial now, because people say you don't need to put it on the back of pads and all that. I agree with that. I don't think you really do need to put it on the back of pads, because the anti-squeal properties are actually in the brake pads themselves. But I do agree with putting the copper slip on the little tangs of the brake pads, for example. Let me show you. Things like, let's say this was a car brake pad and it's got these little tangs that go in little runners, for example. Just putting a little bit on the edge of the pads there to help them slide in and out. I've done that and I still do that to this day. But if you ever put some on the back, I've seen people really smother the back and then say that's just something which they've done for years and years. And I've had people in the comment section see them slaughter people saying that you don't ever need to do that. It's never needed to be done. Sure, you don't find it on modern cars, but they do actually make, and I've just found this, I didn't realise I had this. This is a ceramic brake grease, as you can see there. And it actually says, if you actually look what it says there, anti-seize compound to help prevent disc brake squeal. And if you go around here, it says its uses are for brake pad backing plates and brake shoe to cylinder seats. So that's the shoe to cylinder seat, is the little tabs I was telling you about. But it actually advocates putting them on brake pad backing plates. So there you go. They actually do make a grease for doing that. People have always used copper slip. So I'm not telling you yes or no it's the right thing to do. All I'm saying to you is that they actually do make a component and state on the back there that it is for painting on the back of brake backing plates. So there you go. I never knew that. I've only just literally found that out. So anyway, that's that. So I'm going to put this caliper together now, and you haven't really got to see that. I'm going to just do that quickly, and I'll show you the end result in a second. So what's he doing over there? Let's go and have a look. Coming in here, he's halfway. What else have you found then with this?
No, I'm just stripping the carb now.
Right, this is the old 450E carbs. Terrible things these are. These are the ones that normally block up. In here you've got that separates there, and you've got a little primary jet in there, which is the one that always plays up. You can actually buy these little inserts now apparently, but what you done to this, just cleaned it?
Just literally stripped it apart.
Right, so it was surging and hunting a little bit, wasn't it? So
yeah.
If not, you say you can buy the replacement parts, otherwise you've got to buy a complete new carb, and they're about 35 quid, I think, something like that. And you don't want to go down that road.
No, exactly.
So he's working on that at the moment, and it is in a bit of a state, this. Look at the state of this, look. But she's paying for the maintenance on it. She wants it serviced. And have you found out about the belt?
I haven't been under there yet. I just want to get it running first.
Right. But you will give it a bit of a clean up. We like to give them a wipe over, you see. When we service a lawnmower, we like the person to not only see that, because if a lawnmower's been serviced, you can't normally see the service items and what's been done. So we like to go that extra mile and just give them a bit of a clean up, just make them look a bit different than what the customer had when they sent them. So he's working on that. And yeah, where's your Versa tray? You can't just paint a tin yellow and call it a Versa tray, you know.
I don't want to get it dirty.
He's got it in the polytunnel still. Give him one. As I said to you, I'll give him a Versa tray, and it ain't left the polytunnel now. And I think he is using it though, so we'll let him off that one. He's using my old powder coated oven tin, which I'm using there which he's got for the moment. And as you can see, mine's well dirty now. I am using it, and it is ideal for stripping stuff down like components and stuff. So anyway, that's enough of that old waffle. I'm going to put this back together, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, here we go. That's it all back together. I can't put the pads in yet, obviously, because I haven't got the pads, so I'll have to wait till I get hold of them. But I'm sure you'll agree that that looks like a new item. So that can just wait now for my new pads. Happy days. Right, well that was handy, folks. The postman's just turned up, and look what he's bought me. A new set of EBC brake pads for this. So I've put them in now. A little bit tricky to get in, but there is a knack to them. But as you can see, everything is refurbished now, and that is ready to go back on. I'm really happy with the way that's turned out. Happy days. Right, so I took this rear wheel off now, and I've just decided I'm not going to powder coat it, I'm not going to take the tyre off the rim, nothing like that. It's just a tidy up job. So the scabby bits was all around the outside there, as you can see. So I've sanded all them down now. I'm just going to give a light sand to the inside, and I'm going to give this a coat of just a black gloss paint and just do them black. So that's what I've got planned for them. And turning it around, as you can see, I've done the back of the rims as well there. So again, just a light sign down now, and then I'm going to paint them. Get this wheel back on. That means then I can finish off the brakes on the back, because that's the back caliper I've refurbished over there. And what's he up to? Look, what are you doing now? You done that lawnmower now then?
Yeah, it's gone. When was that be?
Right, now these, you're going to powder coat these, you reckon now?
Yeah, I've seen a few people have said they've powder coated with them rubbers in and they've not.
Right, yeah, we were struggling to get hold of them, and not only that, they're really hard to get in and out by the looks of them. So we didn't want to damage them. So you reckon you've been on the Yamaha forums or something, have you?
Yeah.
And that's what they told you?
That's what they said.
And they've obviously speaking from experience, so we go along with that. So you're just preparing these now for powder coating. The casting, as you can see, is quite rough on them, and that's one you've sanded down. That's ready now. That's smooth as anything now, so that's ready for powder coating, that one. So he's just got to get this one sanded down to that stage. I'm going to turn the mic off here because you're going to make a lot of noise doing that now, aren't you?
Yep.
And I'm going to carry on doing my little bit of tinkering with the wheels. Anyway, I'll probably leave this video here now. It's just a little tinkering video, and hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you do like the videos, hit the old hit the thumbs up there, and if you don't mind subscribing, hit the subscribe button down there as well. Ring that little bell if you can, and set your preferences to all if you've got a YouTube account, and that way you'll get notified every time I upload a video. So thank you very much, folks. Just tinkering about, just a little vlog for you. And I'll be back on the TGB, getting this up and running, hopefully very, very shortly now. There's not a lot really needs doing to it at all now, but I'm governed by waiting for the front caliper on that's got to come from Germany. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.